My name is Shivam Patel. I was born and raised in America. I'm of Indian descent, and today I'll be discussing my culture with Vintrez. Well, it's a male-dominated household. The women work and clean in the house while the males go and provide for the family. Well, I'd say the most important thing in Indian culture is family. It's the parents' responsibilities to take care of the kids, even throughout college, until they get their education and they're able to get their own job. And then after that, it's the responsibility of the youngest son, me, to take care of the parents once they get old. The prominent religion in India is Hinduism. It's a polytheistic religion, so we believe in many gods. Some history over it. Well, what I know, some of the history I learned is when the British left India, there was a power conflict between Muslims and Hindus. So as a result, India was split into two countries, India and Pakistan, and the Muslims went to Pakistan and most of the Indians came down to India. And there was a little bit of fighting while everyone was moving, but it's over now. So. Well, my dad was really strict. If I messed up, he'd hit me really hard. Like, I'd go to my room and start crying. But it really did work out. I might try it when I get older, so. Yeah, it's very different. When I was in India for the few months that I was there, I noticed that people really didn't focus all too much on name brands in their clothing or any of that like they do here. No one over there would buy maybe expensive, maybe $50 plus shirts or jackets or anything. They pretty much just get what they need to survive. It depends on where you go. My grandparents, well, whenever I went to India, we lived with my grandparents, and they lived in a small village, not too big, not too small. It wasn't a city though. So, the last time I was there, well, that was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. They didn't really have giant TV. They had like one of those giant box TVs, and they had electricity. They didn't have any electronics though, but they're old, so they really don't do that. The housing was different. Well, I've seen houses in that village. Pretty much the floor was made of stone, no carpet. Like the entire time I was there, I've never seen one carpet floor. I've been there. I've spent a total maybe around 7 months there. I've been to a lot of houses, but that's one thing that I noticed. Well, pretty much we eat a lot of rice. That's what we eat maybe 6 times a week. We're really big on rice. We have vegetables on the side, maybe some wheat flour, they're like tortillas, but wheat, yeah. We eat some of that with vegetables and rice. That's our diet, pretty much. Well, I speak a language called Gujarati, and that's what I speak to with my parents. That's what they speak. But in India, I'd say the dominant language is Hindi. That's what you see in the prominent movies and TV shows.
Okay. If you don't mind, could you speak a little Gujarati?
What should I say? મને ભૂખ લાગેલું છે.
Translate that for me if you don't mind.
I'm hungry. Well, what I've seen, I've had some relatives recently, well maybe not recently, over the past 4 or 5 years get married, and I've pretty much gotten the idea of it. It doesn't work like it's not like it's in the movies, boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl, and they get married. It's more like a dating website. with your parents, though, what would happen is your dad or your mom would put the word out there that you're of marrying age, and your uncle they might tell your uncle, hey, if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who has a daughter who's looking to get married, you know, let them know and we'll get the two talking. One holiday that just came up is called Salamayno. I never understood it really. It's pretty much the Indian New Year. It came up not too long ago, maybe about a month ago. My sister texted me. My sister actually texted me Happy Salamayno, and I said, she's like, it's the Indian New Year. I'm like, is it 2014? She said no. I never understood it, but apparently it's New Year over there, but it's the same year. But other than that, I really don't know that many holidays. We have a lot of temples and shrines. I know where my grandparents live, there's a shrine or temple right down the dirt road. They're called mandirs. They're pretty much the statues of the gods, and we just get down on our knees and start praying.